What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So, NBA opening night was tonight, and I told y'all, the Milwaukee Bucks are on a mission. They out here to prove that last year was not no fluke. They didn't only win because James Harden was hurt, Kyrie Irving was hurt, so on and so forth. I think Giannis Antetokounmpo has ascended. I think he's reached a new level of his game. He has improved. He's improved to me. Like last year when he put up that 50, like that 50 popper, when he put up them 50 points like that, I say, yeah, the closeout game to win the championship, I said, dude is legit. He's legit. And I think Giannis is right where LeBron James was in his eighth or ninth season in the NBA. I think Giannis is at that point now to where dude's game is at another level. Right? Now, the Brooklyn Nets are not going to lay down at all. KD came to Brooklyn to win a championship. So did James Harden, to prove all the naysayers wrong about him and his career trajectory. He want to prove that he's not just a guy that's going to collect personal individual awards. He want to prove that he's a guy to help deliver a championship to a team. Right? But I told y'all, in my opinion, if they do not have Kyrie Irving, I do not think the Brooklyn Nets are going to win a championship without Kyrie. Now, yes, they have enough firepower with James Harden and Kevin Durant, but I think that Milwaukee going to match up with them. And they're going to match up with them a lot better than what most people think. For sure. When you got Giannis playing how he's playing, Chris Middleton giving a dub, then you got at least one or two role players stepping up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see something different out of that squad. Pat Connaughton hitting them deep shots like that, hitting them big shots. Like a role player steps up like that, and Milwaukee always has these guys that are gonna step up and have big moments, whether it be Bobby Portis or Pat Connaughton. You got all these type of dudes on that squad, so I'm really not surprised at what I saw last night. I told y'all, I feel like they need dude, man. They need Kyrie Irving, despite what Kyrie Irving is how they might feel about Kyrie Irving's response to the vaccine mandate or whatever. I don't care how people feel like he's eccentric, so on and so forth. Dude is a bona fide hooper. That's a star. Kyrie is a star. He's official. He's box office. He's more than just a seat filler. He's a weapon to get you over the top. So they gonna need dude. I don't care what nobody's saying, right? Now, let's talk about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Golden State Warriors. Obviously, you all know I have a vested interest in the Lakers. Y'all know who my boy is. LeBron James right behind me. A lot of thoughts on that game in particular. I was anxious to see how LeBron James would mesh with Russell Westbrook along with Anthony Davis. LeBron James and Anthony Davis were exceptional. Outside of those missed free throws, them dudes was big time. For all the people that had all the jokes about Anthony Davis being brittle, dude not like that, he ain't no dog, this, that, and the third, I don't care what you want to say. When dude is out there on the floor and he's healthy, that motherfucker top 5 in the NBA. Ain't too many dudes fucking with AD. Excuse my language. He's like that for a reason. His ass, that's a reason why they moved heaven and earth to bring him to that team. Because of what you saw last night. For real. That shit is it's unbelievable. The skill set that he has, the package that he has. You gotta marvel at that. And then LeBron James in his 19th season to still be putting up those type of numbers and to be playing with that type of velocity, you know what I'm saying? To play with that type of intensity, that matters, man. Like, them dudes together are legit. With that being said, usually when LeBron James and Anthony Davis score 30 points apiece, it results in a W. Last night, that was not the case, right? Now, Frank Vogel gonna have to figure out the rotations. He had to figure out who can play with who, when to play what player at certain times in the game, and when to take dudes out. He got to figure that out. Because there is no way, in blue hell, no way in the blue hell should Russell Westbrook and Rajon Rondo be on the court at the same time. That should not be happening. I'm sorry, y'all. It just should not happen. You got two guys that are struggle to shoot threes. Now, Rajon, he can get a little streaky now at the end of his career, but dude, them are two guys that struggle to hit shots. Seriously, right? They struggle to hit perimeter shots. They should not be played together at the same time. I just don't see no purpose in that, right? And then I knew Frank Vogel was fishing for something, trying to figure out something defensively, trying to get some type of kick defensively and offensively, trying to figure something out. When he got Avery Bradley just came to the team. What, like a week ago, less than a week ago, right? And he's playing pivotal minutes in the first game, deep in the fourth quarter. That's the reason I'm like, yeah, Frank Vogel trying to figure out what's going to work for this team and what's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? So Then I think DeAndre Jordan got out-rebounded by Steph Curry last night. That cannot happen. But I told people when DeAndre was with the Brooklyn Nets, he long in the tooth. DeAndre is not what DeAndre used to be. Now, he can prove me wrong, but I just didn't get the Lakers picking him up because I'm looking like, I don't know, DeAndre's not a formidable big man anymore in the league. In my opinion, he's just not, right? I mean, he's a name. He got height, but I just don't feel like he's a formidable big man at this point of his career, at this juncture. But that shall be seen, right? But I don't know, man. I'm looking like, man, yeah, they got to figure out. Frank Vogel got to figure out how can they put Russell Westbrook in a lineup with LeBron James and Anthony Davis and him to be productive, right? I will say this. It's one game. We got to see how things are going to play out. I know for a fact Russell Westbrook, people asking why did they pick, why do they need Russell Westbrook in the first place? I was a guy that was not big on this Russell Westbrook addition. I said, hell no. When it first came through, I said, man, hell no. I'd rather have Buddy Hield any day of the week because of his shooting ability, and he's not a guy that has a huge ego to the point where he feel like he got to have the ball in his hands in pivotal moments. He got to make all the decisions. He got to be the guy to close the show. He not one of them type of guys. Russell Westbrook, a former league MVP, dude an average of triple-double 3 times in this league. He got a certain bravado that come with him. I will say this, though. His motor is always 120%. It's going to be games where LeBron James is not going to play as hard as you saw last night. You know what I mean? He's not going to be able to do that physically in year 19. He's not going to be able to do that on a day in and day out basis. So in those games when he can't get his motor running, you're going to have to set Russell Westbrook loose, unchain him, and just let him go off the scale and go crazy. And get you. He's going to, like, I believe it's going to be games where Russell Westbrook wills this team to wins, despite what people think. Now, I know he had a league high 23 turnovers in the preseason, right? I saw that. We saw that. We all saw this shit. It was just abysmal, right? But I think at certain points, his energy, his effort is going to make a lot of sense for this team, especially because they're an older bunch. Russell Westbrook still has a high motor. So we're going to see how they play out. We yet to see what Taylor Horton Tucker and Kendrick Nunn are going to add to this squad as well, right? So it's a lot of different questions is looming about for this basketball team. I will say this, though. They got to get their free throw shooting together. Because Anthony Davis, I don't know what happened. When AD first came to the Lakers, the dude was surefire knocking down free throws. He's the big man you didn't want to foul. You can't play the hack a shack with Anthony Davis because he's going to knock down his shots time and time again, right? Last night, 2 for 7. I wasn't feeling it at all. I'm like, you got to pick that up. You know, LeBron James, now he's always been average, but the last couple of years, he's been in the 60 percentile. You got to get that up. 3 of 6, missing free throws. They miss a lot of free throws. Bench points, getting blasted, getting outscored ridiculously. And that's why you see Frank Vogel trying to figure out who can give us something offensively outside of LeBron and AD. Somebody got to give them some type of boost offensively outside of those guys. Russell Westbrook didn't have it going. You got to figure out where your scoring is going to come from. I think, man, Russell was like 0 for 4. And like from the first quarter, first half, shooting from 3-point too. So you got to figure, they got to figure out how to get other guys involved. Usually, LeBron and AD score 30 points apiece. It's a wrap. It's a W. But last night, it wasn't the case. And I got to give all credit and shout out to the Golden State Warriors. Listen, that bunch that they got right there, bro, I'm not going to even lie to you. They ball movement is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, man. Beautiful coaching from Steve Kerr. Steph Curry shot 5 of 21. It was abysmal last night. It was terrible. And them dudes still went out and got the win when they only had one of the best 4 players on the court. They only had one, and Steph Curry, right? Poole, man. I got Poole being most improved player this year. He gonna show up big time. He gonna be a big time player for Golden State, man. His shot making ability. Shit, he might become a third Splash brother. He got the last name to match. Poole, Splash today. Go ahead. Like, I like his game, man. He is really going to be proving. He's going to prove well for this team, and I just think he does a lot of things well, and he plays within the offense. Never try to do too much. Hit pivotal shots. He know his role, and he plays it very, very well. Bialika, another one, man. Bialika, to see how he's fitting in and molding and meshing with this team, it's nice. I always like Bialika for sure. I remember I used to have him on, like when I played 2K, Bialika was a player that would always end up on my team when I had them when I be playing them modes. No, you play a little campaign type. I say campaign. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Shit is leaving my mind right now. When you have a running a team, a running an organization, I always get Bialika. Bialika hit them shots for you. Just a very, very skilled player. high basketball IQ. I think he's going to fit in well with the Golden State Warriors franchise coming forward. Now, they were able to get the Lakers out of there. I know it's just game one, but they were able to beat them with Steph Curry shooting terribly. He had a triple-double, but I mean, he got them assists moving. Like, for real, them dudes was playing well with him. But just imagine if when Klay Thompson gets healthy and he's back into the mix, Lakers gonna have to figure something out. You're gonna have to figure something out, and you're gonna have to figure out what works, what doesn't work, and when to play guys and when not to play guys. That's up to Frank Vogel and the coaching staff. But again, Golden State, man, I have to give credit to them dudes, man. Them dudes, the bench was scoring. They didn't even have Wiseman. They missing James Wiseman, and still able to go out there and beat the Lakers like that, you know, and go on a huge run that they did at the end of the game. Just shows the type of the players that they have, and Steph Curry being a great leader to have belief and the dudes around him to say, I don't got it going, but y'all can help us get up out of here with this win. Just shows the confidence and the trust that they have within each other, right? I think Avery Bradley gonna play a lot more minutes than what people think. Even with him being a great defensive, having the great defensive prowess, his shot making ability, he hit big shots down the stretch last night. He can hit some pivotal 3-point shots, and y'all remember, Avery didn't play in the bubble because of issues with his son and COVID and stuff like that, and being worried about his son's health. But I remember that game that the Lakers won against the Clippers. I remember that game. Avery Bradley had like 24 points and had like 6 threes that game, right? So, dude, he can fill it up at times. He can get hot. So, we're going to see, man. We're going to see where Carmelo Anthony fits into this bunch. We're going to see what the team look like with Taylor Horton-Tucker and Kendrick Nunn coming into the mix. So, it's a lot of different questions looming, but they got to get the free throw shooting down. They got to get that figured out. At least AD got to get into a rhythm. We can't have him going 2 for 7, 2 for 8, stuff like that. It's just not gonna bode well for this team. They got a lot of dudes that don't shoot free throws particularly well. DeAndre Jordan, Dwight Howard, LeBron James, right? Russell Westbrook. You can't have, like, everybody can't be a liability. Somebody got to be able to go to the line and knock them down, because games gonna come down to free throws. It does a lot in basketball. Games come down to free throw shooting, and you gotta figure it out, man. Free throw shooting turnovers, you gotta limit those, man. But congrats to the Warriors for getting their first win of the season. Congrats to the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks were presented with the championship ring last night. That mother was beautiful. I said, man, them championship rings. The NBA do a great job with them rings. NFL does too, for sure. But them rings, they be having to be nice, man. For real, super nice and clean. But congrats to the Milwaukee Bucks and the Golden State Warriors for securing their first win. Who do the Lakers play next, man? The Lakers, I think, are against the Phoenix Suns? Let's see who the Lakers play next, man. I think it's the Phoenix Suns. Yes, the Lakers play the Phoenix Suns on Friday. So we get to see what Chris Paul and Devin Booker, what they got shaking. DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix Suns weren't able to come to a deal. What's going to come of that with their big man? You know, I don't know if it's due to them watching him get worked at times in the finals. You know what I'm saying? Getting worked for real, getting 8 on. I don't know if they got concerns about that. But that shall be seen. Who do the Milwaukee Bucks play next? Let's see who the Milwaukee Bucks are playing next. They play the Miami Heat tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? They play not tomorrow. They play who they play? They play them Thursday. Play them on Thursday. So I don't know, man. It's just I want to know. I really want to see how these teams are going to play out, how certain things are going to play out within this league. You got new additions. Mario Chalmers over there. Mario Chalmers. Shit. I'm talking Kyle Lowry is on the Miami Heat. That's a good addition. I just don't see the Heat making a run that they did in the bubble. I feel like the bubble was their best chance to ever to secure a championship. At this point, it's Milwaukee and Brooklyn and everybody else to me. Like, for real. We know what's going on in Philadelphia. Everything topsy-turvy over there. But, yeah, man, and we going to see how the Western Conference play out for the Lakers, because, I don't know, man, I mean, they got on paper, everything looks good, but you got to figure out how to play certain guys, because you can't play certain guys at the same time. Again, Rajon Rondo and Russell Westbrook do not need to be on the court at the same time at all. Get them two off the damn court. They don't need to be on the court at the same time at all. Playing together, ain't shit cracking. The plus minus, they in the negative. No. No, we got to figure something out. Like, we got to get something else warm. Them two can't be on the court at the same time, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about opening night in the NBA. Thoughts, early predictions on who's going to be in the finals, so on and so forth. I told y'all, my Chicago Bulls are going to have the third best record in the Eastern Conference. Zach LaVine for MVP. Mark my words, y'all. Mark my words. Matter of fact, let me see. Who the Bulls play, man? Let's see who the Bulls play. The Chicago Bulls. Who my Bulls play first game? First game is against the Detroit Pistons. So it's time to show and prove, Zach LaVine. I've been bragging on you. Let's get the job done. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out. Peace.